All right, y'all, I made it. 3 minutes late. Let's get this shit done. All right, y'all, so I'm finally on break. I am not a nursing home girly. I am genuinely an assisted living girly. Y'all can say what you want to say about me, but it's just so, I don't want to say depressing, but sad to see so many total care people that can't do nothing for themselves. I am an introvert. I think I'm a mixture of both. And I like to talk. I like to move around, and not move around, but I like to interact basically. And so yeah, I'm supposed to be eating my lunch. I don't want nothing to eat. I don't want nothing to eat. So I'm just I'll wait until I get off to eat. I got food, but y'all see me pack my lunch. I just don't want it. I think I'm gonna be okay until I get home. Now I'm doing the charting. I got like 50 minutes left. I'm gonna change these people and go home. But my shift is over with, and I'm running the fuck about this goddamn place. Just wait till I tell you how my day went. Alright. Alright, y'all. I'm here to tell you how my shift went. I don't really know how to explain it without sounding like I'm complaining. But that was definitely different for me. I see what y'all mean about agency. See, agency would just throw you to the wolves, baby. When I tell y'all they would throw you to the wolves, they would throw you to the wolves. It hit or miss. Today it was miss. So I had a total of 10 patients, I think. 10, 12. 6 of them was total care. About 6 to 7 of them was total care. Then I had a heavier set person. Catheter. It was different. I had a couple of patients that had C. diff. I kid you not, y'all. Like, I promise you, if you do agency, they will throw you to the wolves. They would throw you to the wolves. I had gotten so sick to my stomach because somebody, like, had to get sent to the hospital. I can't tell y'all why. But I had got so sick to my stomach, I didn't want to eat lunch. I'm genuinely just not eating. I haven't drank anything, haven't done anything, and I feel weak and tired. And I mean, I made like $300 off the shift, which makes the shift okay. It's just that I personally probably wouldn't go back to that place unless I genuinely had to. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of CNAs. Enough. The thing about that facility is, like, it's a nursing home and it's a rehab. And the part that they had me in was a nursing home. And yeah, that shit really kicked my ass. And what really like triggered a trauma to me for some reason was that there was like 3 people in each room. And I don't know about y'all, I'm just not too fond of stuff like that. But yeah, it was like 3 people to each room. Like I said, every one of them was total care. Each one of them was different. And I'm just not into the nursing home part because I'm more of I'm an introvert, extrovert. Like, I'm in between. So I like to talk. And I like to hang out and laugh. And I just like to see the happier side of people. And when I see the negative side or the part, like most of them was DNR. So like most of them being total care, that means that they're close to their deathbed. And seeing that really did not sit well with me either. So it was just like a lot of trauma that I wasn't too fond of. And yeah, I probably would not be going back there, like I said. The co-workers though, they were straight. They was good. They was okay. It makes me like rethink about what I want to do. Like, if I do agency, I probably would just pick up assisted livings, not nursing home. It's too sad. It's too depressing. It's like a hospital, and I'm not into that. I don't have the heart to see people dying. I have the heart to see people uplifted, smiling, happy, and I'm there to make their lives a lot better. If that makes sense. As soon as 3 o'clock hit, yeah, I ran the fuck out the door. I ran out the door. I didn't think twice about it. I got cursed out. I got cursed out because one of the residents wanted to get in the bed. And she couldn't get back in the bed because she required a Horia lift. And once she get back in the bed, she wants to get right back out the bed. So it was just like, yeah, don't put her back in there because she's going to do it. So I'm just following, you know, my management's request. Like, okay, I got cussed out and told, I know you're lying. Nobody's going to say that here. You're just lazy. Y'all seen this on never want to do y'all damn jobs. And y'all always wonder why y'all get cussed out and talked about. Because y'all never want to do your damn job. Again, y'all, I'm just like, I said, I got too much to risk. I got license that I'm risking. I didn't lie to you. And I got cussed out by some insulin. Baby, I'm not the med tech today. I'm just a CNA. Okay, I don't really know about your insulin. I don't know anything about your history. I don't. I'm just doing my job. And my job is to, you know, ADLs. Most of them didn't want to get out of bed. They couldn't get out of bed. It was genuinely, and then like the facility is not up to par. It's not what I'm used to. I know when I was working at my assisted living, they had a snack cart out for them that they can come up and get a snack whenever they want to. There you have to pay for your own snacks. They don't offer nothing for the employees. It's just different. It really is. And it made me miss my old residents oh so badly. I don't care what y'all say. I missed them badly because they were genuinely more appreciative and they seemed more happy, even though, and at least towards me, okay, even though they knew the conditions that they were in. The people there, yeah, I guess you could say they didn't know me, so they were trying to get used to me, or I guess understand me. But the people that was like, oh, that could do stuff, 80, like independent, because I would walk to both sides to try to keep myself occupied. They were so nice to me, smiling, told me that they wish I worked there, or that they wish I was their CNA for the day. Just happy, genuine, sweet people that I can like talk to. You get what I'm saying? I'm appreciative of the opportunity that I got. I am, because it brought my points up, my reliability points. But it really opened my eyes. It made me realize to why I stick to saying that I'm not going to work in a nursing home. I'm not. And they treat CNAs so poorly. Not them, but in general, like in nursing homes, because we didn't get a chance to sit down. Well, we got a chance to sit down once, and that's when we were, well, I got the chance to sit down like maybe twice. a couple times, something like that, 2 or 3 times. Those 2 or 3 times, those two out of 3 of those times was because I was feeding her. And then another one was because I was on break. But other than that, my whole 8-hour shift, 7.5-hour shift, whatever, I had to stand up. I had to stand up and I could not sit down. And it makes me also feel bad because family members didn't come and visit them. My whole 8 hours, then I see not one family member. All I saw was people coming in and out, employees, doctors, nurse administrators, EMS, EMT, the ambulance, co-workers, administrators, no social workers. I saw social worker, but no family members to come and sit with their families. And although I know it's a depressing place, please come and sit with your family members and see them. Because y'all understand, this one lady told me she felt like she was in prison. She felt like she was in prison and she felt like she couldn't go out and do nothing. Y'all just don't get, these folks just sit there in that room with 2 other people, no sense of privacy, and just get lost in their thoughts. I could not imagine being in that situation. Their dementia is so bad. It's just like, just imagine a dementia patient just continuously telling you the same thing over and over and over. Yes, that's what we experienced. That's what I experienced. That's genuinely what I experienced. It was, then I had a resident that kept screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming, and I didn't understand what they were saying, you know. And they were just like, just ignore her. Just like, I'm like, how can you ignore this? My patients my nurse was shot. The med techs don't do anything. I mean, I'm not trying to diss them. Everything just fell on CNAs. So if I had to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 6. It was traumatic for me. Probably not even 6, probably a 4. It was very traumatic for me. And different. Definitely different, y'all. But this isn't the end to my agency experience. So I guess let's just see what the future holds for me. And yeah, if you want the experience, go to a nursing home. I don't want the experience. I want to stay with assisted living. Now that I've had some time to really think about everything, it just falls back to where people tell you that these facilities will try to give agency the toughest jobs. That is true. The other agency worker had a shit ton of combative residents. I was glad not to have them. On top of that, when I tell y'all they don't be wanting to help with nothing, y'all, the nurse, like I told the nurse on multiple occasions that something was going on with one of the residents, and I just got ignored because they didn't know I was a med tech. So, you know, I know that these residents have medications for situations like this. And if I'm continuously telling you this, and I know the protocol and stuff like that, so like they played in my face, and I feel bad because there wasn't nothing I could do. I didn't want to lose my license or like my chances on these agency shifts, so I didn't really know what to do. It hurts my heart because it's just not me. It's not my thing. I don't really like jumping from facility to facility because I like to get to know my patients on a personal level. Doing CNA stuff is more on a personal level for me, on a connection level. I'm not here just to get a check. Well, a check is part of it, but I'm not just here just to get a check, if that makes sense. It was, like I said before, it was just different. It was not my thing. I don't know if it's just that facility. I got another facility I'm going to this weekend, and that one's assisted living, what I'm used to. I do know that I'm not trained properly in the nursing home. However, I just got thrown to the wolves. As soon as I walked in the door, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm the agency CNA, they didn't know who I was. They was just like, yeah, your name's not on the list. So I'm like, okay, do I go home? Am I going to get paid? What's supposed to be going on? And they was like, oh, just sit down and wait. I think you're supposed to be here replacing somebody that called out. Red flag. So I had to wait about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then finally when they figured out where I belong, I went back there and I had to wait another 15, 20 minutes before they came and acknowledged me. And then when they finally acknowledged me, they were just like, oh, yeah, I still don't see your name, but I think you're replacing her. You're replacing her. So I'm like, okay, this is so, oh my God. So I just kept it pushing and tried to be positive for the remainder of the shift. The people they were okay. I'm not saying like the residents were okay. Some of them I knew, that's what hurt me even more. Like, I not know, but saw them on the streets in my city. And that just goes back to what I was telling y'all, that nowadays they're putting drug addicts or severely mental health illnesses. How can I put it? Mental patients in nursing homes around these people that are genuinely sick, around these older people that are genuinely sick. They have bad dementia. They have bad mental health issues, schizophrenia. Yeah, it was one room I was so terrified to go in because I thought this resident got to bed and beat my butt because the curtain wouldn't work. And another thing is, I just don't like 3 person in one room. It's just no sense of privacy, no sense of nothing. And yeah, so as I sat back and thought about it, it was just a lot of things that I guess I just wasn't alert of when it came to a nursing home. And I genuinely feel bad now. I understand why my residents used to be like, I don't want to go to no nursing home. I'm like, what's so bad about nursing home? But nursing home people really, really treat people badly. Now, the good thing about this nursing home is they had a lot of CNAs on the floor. But because a lot of them was total care, I mean, damn it, everybody was total care. It was still a lot of work for everybody. And you had to be mentally strong to get through it because, like I said, you couldn't sit down anymore. You just had to stand up the whole shift. And you had to stay out of the way because you don't want nobody thinking that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So, yeah, y'all. If you're going to do agency, I suggest getting enough experience and to avoid nursing homes. Seriously, like, they do not want to help you. The med tech and the nurses will sit down at the nursing station and leave you on the floor to fend for yourself. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. And if you ask a question, they get severely agitated and it makes you uncomfortable and makes you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Like, okay, should I ask her now? Because I don't want to agitate nobody. You know what I'm saying? But yes, y'all come back on Saturday and Sunday to see how those agency shifts go for me. Bye, y'all.